Hello, I'm Dr. Bill, and welcome to the BillMee Podcast, Learning English Edition, where I explore learning English. Today, I'll be diving into the vocabulary from several lessons that I've completed with learners, and also some of the words they ended up needing to review from the lesson due to pronunciation or meaning issues. Are you ready to embark on this learning journey? Grab a cup of coffee or your favorite beverage, and let's get started on the BillMee Podcast Learning Edition, Learning English Edition. So in this first segment, what I'd like to do is review some vocabulary words, right? So this is episode 4 of the BillMee Podcast Learning English. In today's episode, we'll start with some vocabulary words to help boost your English skills. Let's dive in. All right, in this first segment, we have vocabulary words. Remember, these vocabulary words are from the lessons that I've already taught. That's where these words come from. So again, welcome to episode 4 of the BillMee Podcast, Learning English. And so in today's episode, we'll start with some vocabulary words to boost your English skills. So let's dive right in. Abolition. Right next to it, you'll see the phonetic pronunciation. The funny words, next to abolition, that's the phonetic, how it sounds. So you see abolition. The meaning: the act of officially ending or stopping something, such as a system or practice. Example, correct usage. The abolition of slavery marked a significant change in history. Example, incorrect usage. She practiced abolition her dance moves. Incorrect, because abolition isn't used for action in this way, in this sense. I guess you could say she practiced abolishing her dance moves, but I wouldn't use that word there, but you could say it like that. Adaptability. Adaptability. You can see the pronunciation there. Adaptability. Meaning, the ability to adjust to new conditions. Example, correct usage. Adaptability is essential in a rapidly changing world. Example, incorrect usage. His adaptability of the painting was praised. This is incorrect usage because adaptability doesn't describe the characteristic of the object, right? Painting, right? Adaptability of painting. Painting can't adapt. A person adapts. Painting is inanimate. So we might say this is something we call anthropomorphism, trying to make something inanimate like a person. Alignment. Meaning, let's say that word again. Alignment. Meaning, arrangement in a straight line or correct relative positions, right? Alignment. The alignment. Example, correct usage. The alignment of the planets created a stunning visual effect. Incorrect usage. She aligned her books neatly, right? Incorrect usage because it used in this way, alignment, it's not actually in the verb or verb form there. We could say she aligned, she did that, she aligned it. Some action, verb, action. She aligned her books neatly. Amendment. Amendment. Meaning, a change or addition to a document or law. Example sentence, correct usage. The new amendment improved the Constitution. Example, incorrect usage. He amended his schedule yesterday. Again, used in this form, amendment is not an action, right? But we could say he amended his schedule yesterday. He amended an action. He did that. He amended it. Of course, I might just use the word changed. Appliances. Appliances. See the phonetic pronunciation? Appliances. Meaning, devices or machines used in households for specific tasks. Example, sentence correct usage. The kitchen appliances include a fridge and a microwave. The kitchen appliances include a fridge and a microwave. Example sentence incorrect usage. They appliances the dinner table. Incorrect usage. So in this sense, appliances is not a verb. Subject, verb, and then some kind of object. They appliances the dinner table. Yeah. This one's just totally wrong. We could say the appliances were next to the dinner table. The appliances. All right. So if you're enjoying this, don't forget to subscribe to the BillMee Podcast and check out our YouTube channel. Just Google BillMee Podcast. You can also visit a lot of this at drbill360.net for more content. So in segment 2, words to work on. So normally when I have a lesson, what'll happen is, and I keep saying that lesson, let's go look at what I mean by having a lesson. So when I say have a lesson, you can see here we have many lessons. We can have more. I have a list. If you don't see anything on your list, or if there's something specific to what you're doing, like cooking, or maybe you want another subject, growing some vegetables or wine or something, I can create lessons. But for example, we have some lessons here, the Framers, lesson 92, the Framers and Early America, maintaining fitness at home or the gym, writing professional emails, or some more, discussing efficiency and productivity, the joy of road trips, Route 66 adventure, hot ballooning, safaris, there's stuff on Japan, New Zealand, woodworking, cabinet making, and many more. So that's where these lessons come from. So again, this segment is on words to work on. All right, so let's work on some of these words that the learners during the lesson may have some problem where they thought they were tricky. For example, vacuum. Again, if you look at the phonetic pronunciation, vacuum. Meaning, a space or void of matter or a cleaning device that uses suction. Common problems is the spelling. Right. Sometimes what you'll see is the spelling VACUM or VACCUM instead of VACUUM, vacuum. Example, correct usage. He used a vacuum to clean the carpet. Incorrect usage. The room was in a vacuum of ideas. Right? I'm going to use this word anthropomorphism again. Anthropomorphism. That's assigning human-like qualities to an object. So the vacuum or the room, it's not living. It's an inanimate object, not living. So you can't assign a human quality, like a vacuum of ideas. The room can't have ideas. Anthropomorphism. Assigning human-like qualities to something that's not real, that's inanimate. Transcends. Meaning, to go beyond the limits of something, to transcend. Common problem, misuse as transcends in the past tense. Right. Example sentence uses correctly. Her performance transcends all expectation. Presently. Transcends all transaction or expectations. Incorrect usage. He transcends it yesterday. Because it's present tense, not yesterday. Simply. Again, look at the phonetic pronunciation. Simplify. Simplify. Meaning, to make something less complicated or easier to understand. I'm all about that if I can. Common problem, confused with simple. Right? Maybe I could say, simplify it. Make it simple. Example, correct sentence. The teacher tried to simplify the concept. Example sentence, incorrect usage. The problem was simplified. Simplified. No, it's wrong spelling. Right? We could say it's very simple, or I could say, please simplify it for me. Resilience. Again, look at the phonetic pronunciation. Resilience. Resilience. Meaning the ability to recover quickly from difficulties. Common problem. Confused with resilient. Right? He is very resilient. For example, the example sentence here. Her resilience helped her overcome the setback. Her resilient. I could say she is very resilient. Example sentence, incorrect usage. His resilient is unmatched. Right? Resilient is a state, not an action. I could say his resilience. Right? Okay, let's look at this short article. So in my lessons, I normally state the objectives. Usually have some decent art, and then one of the first things that we do is a vocabulary section. And well, why don't I just show you? We'll have an intro, and then I'll have some kind of video that you can actually watch. Some objectives, some vocabulary words, a reading activity or two, and I'll also put the audio there so that during the lesson you can listen to it before you read it, or if you're to the point where you don't really need that, you can just do the reading and you can refer to the audio after. So I normally have 2 articles. These are kind of long. They're not usually that long. And some kind of gap fill exercise based on the reading and the vocabulary where you have to fill in the words. I'll only put the words there. Not necessarily in order, though. And then a role play activity. So in this case, this is the debate about the Constitution. We have Madison, Sherman, Alexander Hamilton, and Patton. It's pretty interesting. Again, you could sign up and get these. Just just email me. I'll put my email address there so you can email me. We can set that up, do a Zoom meeting, and maybe PayPal or some other method. And discussion. If we have a group, we can do discussion, or it might just be a single person. And sometimes it'll be just a writing assignment where we learn how to write. And then there's a quiz, and we summarize the lesson. Okay, so going back to where we were actually going over a short article for reading. I like to do reading because I like to hear the student read, right? And maybe listen. They can also listen. I can check pronunciation, fluency. And then I can ask afterwards for, okay, you understand the meaning of the words here? Are there any issues? So let's just get into it. In history, abolition was a movement that required significant resilience and adaptability. Leaders worked tirelessly, aiming their efforts and introducing amendments to laws. Today, this historical example inspires individuals to simplify complex issues and transcend limits in various fields. Okay, so what we tried to do there was use as many of the vocabulary words and things from the article. In this next segment, gap fill, we'll give an example of this. So complete the sentence using the correct word from the segments above. The blank of slavery marked a turning point in human rights history. So what word would go there? Remember the words? Vocabulary words? Right. The abolition of slavery marked a turning point in human rights history. To stay relevant in the workplace, one must show, right, resilience. Her ability to blank expectations was truly inspiring. Her ability to transcend expectations was truly inspiring. They introduced blank to improve the law. Think about it. Right. They introduced an amendment to improve the law. A blank is essential for household tasks like cleaning. Right? Maybe you're thinking appliance, but if we look here, it says a, not an appliance. So we would say vacuum. Maybe that'll work. A vacuum is essential for household tasks like cleaning. Section 5 or something like that, I usually have a quiz, maybe 5. We only have 3 here. Choose the correct option for each question. Which word means to recover quickly from difficulties? To recover quickly from difficulties. What I like to do is, instead of jumping on the correct answer right away, what I think is the correct answer, I eliminate what it can't be. And what's left, maybe I have just the one answer, or maybe I have 2. It's a 50-50. So to recover quickly from difficulties, well, it's definitely not vacuum. To recover quickly from difficulties, it's probably not simplified. So I'm left with resilience, right? See how that works? What is the correct spelling for a cleaning device? Vacuum, 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 or vacuume, or well, C doesn't look right. So now I have a 50-50 chance. See how that works? Eliminate first. And C. Oh, no, I eliminated C, so it must be B. To go beyond limits is defined as, it's definitely not appliance, definitely not adaptability. It must be transcends. Thanks for joining me, Dr. Bill, today in sharing English vocabulary insights. Learning English is just the first step, with many to follow. I'll also be doing lessons on this channel very soon. Visit https://drbill360.net. Again, drbill360.net for more resources, and stay tuned for the next exciting episode of the BillMee Podcast, Learning English. Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and here's to your 360-degree transformation. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button